This is a continuation of Airtel Uganda shares. So you're going to talk about capital gains and annual rate of return. So when you talk about capital gains, you have to know the different share prices. So in January, the share price of Airtel was 60 shillings per share, and currently in November it is 86 shillings per share. So for someone who had in January who had invested 100k, they would have gotten 1,600 shares. 1 million, they would have gotten 16,000 shares. With 10 million, they would have gotten 160,000 shares. To get the number of shares, get the amount of money you plan to invest, you divide it by the current share price, which by then was 60 shillings. So with this number of shares, you multiply it times the current share price in November, which is 86 shillings per share. So when you get 1,600 shares times 86 shillings, and also get 16,000 shares times 86, and also 160,000 shares times 86 shillings, 100k, you would have gotten 137 600 shillings, and for 1 million, you would have gotten 1,376,000. With 10 million, you would have gotten 13.7 million if you had sold all your shares. And the capital gain you would have gotten from this investment with 100k, you would have gotten 37,600 shillings. With 1 million, you would have gotten 376,000, and with 10 million, you would have gotten 3.7 million as capital gain. Now we are going to talk about the annual rate of return. But when it comes to the annual rate of return, we have to talk about the dividends and the capital gains. But remember, the dividends of Airtel, in my previous video, the 100k was that you got a dividend of 8k. For 1 million, you got a dividend of 80k, and for 10 million, you got a dividend of 800k. So when you get, for example, with 1 million, if you get the capital gain, which is 376,000 plus the 80k, you find yourself having 456,000 Ugandan shillings. So when you divide it by the amount of money invested, which is 1 million, you'll be able to get an annual rate of return of 45.6%. So when you get to know this annual rate of return, you compare it with other investments. If they were able to give you an annual rate of return of 45.6, if there weren't any other investment, probably you can invest in Airtel Uganda shares. And if you're interested, I'll be able to help you from the beginning process to the end so that you become a comfortable investor. Yes, as I always end my videos, always endeavor to save, to invest, and enjoy.